Blessings, blessings, family. You already know what it is. We want to give a special and very important shout out to the father of a lot of us, most of us, who claim to be conscious today. Today is the born day of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And we want to give thanks and praise and pay homage to this mighty black man. Just here in Harlem, where I usually am. Everybody busy today. Peace, brother. How you doing? We just giving a shout out to the birthday, the born day today of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Giving thanks.
Respect, peace.
Inshallah.
Salam alaikum. Elijah Muhammad. Black man. Black man. Black
You know my definition?
a man of love. A man who love black people. A man who knew what it is. And him lay down the foundation, you know what I'm saying? Whether you agree with Islam or whatever, it's just the principle and the powerful and the way how these brothers carry themselves. For example, the way how they used to dress. That means something to me, you know what I'm saying? So, peace, black power, happy earth strong to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Somebody that I'm proud to know of and read about and, you know, try to follow somewhat his blueprint and what them stand for. It doesn't matter what religion it is. It could be Christians, it could be Muslims, it could be Free Moors, it could be Hebrew Israelites, it could be all of us, all of us black. So later for debating and all of that, it's time for all of we get down right now because she is too serious. Serious right now. As in the sense of S-I-R-R-I-U-S. It's serious business right now for poor people. It's no time to gaze. It's not fun time USA. It's hard work. And we got to get down with it. It's not about a weekend or an event or somebody's birthday if you give a shout out. We're supposed to have this feeling all day, every day. Because I do have this feeling. Because as we tell you in a past reference, I make things, who buy things from me? Black people. All day long. Whether it costs $5, $10, $25, $50, $100, $150, $500. What I have is where black people buy from me. And to me, that is the epiphany of black power, black people supporting black people. So we can do it because I did it. We don't have no excuse. Alright? So, in the spirit of the great man Elijah Muhammad, peace and black power, and canal, all is well. One of them have event of it? You know how are you today?
Yeah. Well, Pill, I'm just live and giving homage, paying homage. As we know, today is the born day of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Oh.
So if you might want to give a brief few words.
Yeah, happy born day to the legend. You know what I'm talking about? The Messiah, the prophet. You know, whose birthday was it yesterday? Wasn't it somebody else? I believe it was, damn, pardon me for not remembering, but it was another impactful leader of ours who made an impact throughout his time, you know what I'm saying? You know, we find ourselves in the throes of the fall of America or the fall of the empire known as the Americas. You know, United States of America, mind you, and that just solidifies the work of Elijah Muhammad's, the prediction that he came forth with, the fall of America. Feel free to hold up any one of them if you want to check them out.
The more rich shirts?
No, not right now. I know.
Yeah,
not right now.
Cool.
I know.
When you gonna have them?
What's
up, Baba?
Hey, how are you?
Maybe next week when you get back from out of town.
Y'all here every Saturday?
Every Saturday, yeah.
All right, man.
We're not out of town.
All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Right.
Big fan of your work too, boy.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate that. Yeah, so, you know, if you look at the politics of what's going on right now, if you really pay attention to, you know, just the conversation on the narrative that the white inferiority, white fragilists, I call them, not white supremacists, the conversation that they're having where they just came out with a report demonizing or criminalizing a large contingency of conscious people who they renamed BIE, Black identity extremist. All right, that's another COINTELPRO, a new COINTELPRO term. Please believe that Sessions and Trump is going to take full advantage of their racism, of their administration, of their ignorant base that they have. You know, those country singers, those people who listen to country music, that's their base. You know, crazy ass crackers that are running around telling your ass that you better not kneel and you better put your hand on your chest and salute the flag. You know, those same people that were in Vegas the other weekend. But you know, that's all. I'm saying all of that just to say that when you really pay attention to that, that's the shit that Elijah was talking about. So now they're deeming people in the Nation of Islam as homeland terroristic threats, right? When you got white men who are seen statistically as the biggest threat to national security on this fucking planet. There's no Muslims carrying out mass murders and shootings, school shootings, theater shootings, concert shootings, bombings and shit. That's all crackers. All right? So they are falling apart from within. Don't talk about you don't have a motive behind the shooter. The fucking motive is that he's a white male, all right? And he's statistically a fucking terrorist, a homeland terrorist. That's why, that's the motive. You know what I mean? They're leading in mortality. They're meaning that they're dying faster than any fucking branch of people. They're leading in crimes of despair and all kind of things. So, you know, we have to really salute those of us that are out there who are the press. If you don't have your hand on media, then what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Nobody's out here controlling the narrative. What do you have? Fox, CNN, they all work together. They work together. There's a report that shows that the quote-unquote leftists, which are called the useful idiots, they work with the right. Like Breitbart is in bed with CNN. They all work together. You know what I mean? They're all carrying out the same objectives to confuse people who are fucking dumb and don't study and don't know what's going on all around them. So salute to our brother Elijah Muhammad, you know, Wesley Muhammad, Nuri Muhammad, Farrakhan, our brother Kevin Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? All of the brothers and sisters who are holding the torch of the Nation of Islam, doing the work. You know, I'm not going to be critical of what they do and what they don't do. They're doing something, you know what I mean? While the majority of them are doing nothing. So I can't even critique the brothers and sisters with the bow ties on when these motherfuckers, the majority of niggas are zombies. You know what I mean? Like, at least they put a fucking bow tie on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, salute to them, salute to what they do. You know what I mean? And I hope and pray that those brothers, as well as our brothers in the community that are on the front lines, putting their lives at risk, do not get targeted and done dirty by these people who are desperate to go to war. They want war. They want that smoke. Because, like I said, they don't have much to live for at this point. The time is running up, like Elijah told you. How did he know that shit all the way back then? You dig what I'm saying? How did he know that their time was going to be up right now? And I could show you statistically that their time is up. The anniversary for Fear of a Black and More Messiah is coming up on Columbus Day, 10/10. We're going to do a yearly review of all the fuck shit that took place ever since then. And please believe we're going to touch on a lot of those things. So salute, love, and light to the family. Peace. King Simon is right there.
King Simon, first and foremost, we want to give a shout out to the born day today of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Talk about the importance of the apostle, sir.
Well, I grew up under that lessons. Those lessons helped me. As a matter of fact, can I put this right here?
Yeah, sure.
As a matter of fact, I always walk with my general orders as the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. To take charge of my post in all temple property view, to walk my post in a perfect manner, keeping always under alert. Oh.
Whose birthday was it yesterday?
You mean on the 6th?
Yeah, it was somebody that's not here no more, one of the leaders. I'm trying to remember.
Today's Elijah Muhammad's birthday.
I know.
Yeah, today's the messenger's birthday. October 6th. What would be tomorrow?
I know Nat Turner's was the day.
But the day of the second. Yeah, that was the second. Yeah, that was Nat Turner's birthday. Yeah, but
General orders.
The general orders have kept my events intact, kept my house intact, kept my life intact. My sons have been in attack. My daughters never experienced too much of that, but my sons who were in the Nation of Islam, the junior FOI, matter of fact, 2 of them in the military, those general orders that's keeping them intact right now. The messenger was one of those people that taught men and women, and that's why you know of the Muhammad Ali, the Joe Tex, you've heard of Khalid Muhammad, Malcolm X, you've heard of Ava Muhammad, you heard of Clara Muhammad, you heard of Tanetta Muhammad, you heard of all these different types of great people that came out of the lessons of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, even Clarence 13X, even all of those great people that came out, because anytime the messenger touched any of them, they was able to come out here in the streets of Harlem all over the world. Matter of fact, every black Muslim owes a debt of gratitude to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because it was due to him that his son, Warathuddin, was able to form the Bilalian movement. People like Siraj Hajj over there in Brooklyn was part of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. People like Talib over 116th Street, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. All over the world, the messenger taught us of doing for self, and a lot of them lost it when they went to the Arab way of life. So we need to come back and give back at least that homage and respect of doing for self again. They just recently set up a market, a whole supermarket in Georgia, and they're about to franchise the Nation of Islam again, doing that Georgia thing, doing the supermarket thing with fresh produce and all types of things, coming back under Abdul Sharif over there in Georgia. So big up to Abdul Sharif over there in Mosque Temple, Mosque number 15. And remember, people, study the lesson, because they're trying to remove the Honorable Elijah Muhammad out of history. They can't do it as long as people like myself, Mr. Farrakhan, people like Eric Muhammad, all these great people that are still teaching up to this day, Wesley Muhammad, that are still doing it. Remember, after Noble Drew Ali, after Marcus Garvey, Most Honorable Marcus Garvey, Elijah Muhammad kept it steadfast. Whether they went on the religion, whether they went on the Morris Science Temple, whether they went under the UNIA, it was so important that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did what he had to do. That's why we call him the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And you see I'm wearing Dr. Khalid's shirt right now. Boom. Why? Because Khalid, regardless of what he went to and what he always mentioned the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad before any lecture. I still wear my FOI hat because the Fruit of Islam was built by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X of that time, who knew we needed a military, because military is necessary for any nation that you're in. And we trained martial arts under Dr. Moses Powell back in the day. We trained under Sophie Littlejohn. We trained under various martial arts, karate and all that. Those who remember the Harlem Six in the prison system, that were all Muslim, that beat up all the COs back in those days in the prison system back in the 60s. Remember, those was of the teachers and of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teaching that made them, and anytime we get into fights, we say Allahu Akbar for a reason. There's something stimulating about that when we get into war that makes us want to fight and don't care about life. Because in our teachings, as far as our creed is concerned, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but the teachings under martial arts, it says, as we walk in peace, and fear will not prevail. We are not the aggressors, but if we are attacked, we fight with those who fight with us, and if we must fight, we fight to survive, we fight to the finish, and we fight to the death. Period. So that's how we were taught in the dojos and under the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, to protect ourselves, protect our women, and protect our nation. So love and honor to our great ancestor, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and his wife's birthday will be, Clara Muhammad, will be November 2nd. She's the one that started homeschooling back in the day. She was the one that held it down while he was in prison, and she was the one that wrote the Quran for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and gave it to him in prison and snuck it into prison. So she held down the homeschooling, and that's why Clara Muhammad School is so important. Elijah Muhammad High School is so important, because out of that formed the University of Islam that's in Chicago right now. So we got to respect her birthday when it comes in November 2nd. So love and honor to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Thank you, Baba TV. And you know I got Phil Valentine coming in. Bang. He respects the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad too. Got to. He's going to be at the St. Francis College. And of course, good friend of Elijah Muhammad's brother was Dr. Laila Africa. Dr. Laila Africa mentions the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in his book, African Holistic Health. And of course, he almost joined the Nation of Islam under Khalid Ashra Quaid. But he respected the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and what he does. So most of these leaders and everybody that has been touched by that messenger, believe me, they on it, they know it, we respect it, and my events wouldn't be the way it is as far as security minded and the way I move throughout my events if I didn't learn from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad how to maintain security and discipline and keep those 12 general orders going in full effect. Love you, respect you, thank you very much, Baba TV. And remember, give me a call, 347-496-1022 if you want any consultation, numerology is concerned, and also go to my website, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. That's KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. Big up to Curtis. Big up to the Shack. That's one of the great elders now. I used to see him over there in Slave Theater all the time, so I know who this is. What's up, son? You gotta come over to the Black Theater, the Black Lady Theater. They reopened it.
All right. I can't give a shout out like this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, peace, love, and respect.
Can't do a shout out like this without going to you know who. It's nice and warm out here today. 80-something degrees. All right, Melchizedek, we live and I'm interviewing everybody, talking about, because we know that this is the born day. Today is the birthday, as you already know, of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, October 7th. Talk about the messenger.
Today is the birthday to my spiritual father, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the last and greatest messenger of Allah, the only messenger of Allah, and nobody is qualified to represent him but the true followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I am so glad that I'm one of his spiritual sons, that I've been upholding his teachings for over 50 years. You can see I'm 81 years old. I'll be 82 next month, November the 20th, I'll be 82, and it's a pleasure. Long live the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And let me make it plain to the world, when you see a true follower of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad who's upholding his teachings to the best of their ability, carrying to practice to the best of their ability, when you see that true believer who keeps his teachings word for word, right and exact, don't add to it, don't take away from it, like he said it, and also uphold the reality of the fact that he said, leave my teachings alone and don't change my teachings. When you see that believer, you're looking at the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad lives in his true followers who oppose his teachings to the best of their ability and carry into practice to the best of their ability. So it's an honor, it's a pleasure. I be Melchizedek, Supreme Shabazz Allah, the universal high priest of the Nation of Islam, and a universal representative of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I'm on Baba TV every time fire. He's all up, getting all the different beautiful response and remarks pertaining to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And let me make this plain to you right now. There is no man on earth other than the universal Most High God who came in the person of Master W.D. Farad Muhammad. There is no man on earth that can wear the shoes of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because he was the only one that was able to recognize the universal Most High God, Allah, in the shape, form, and fashion of Master W.D. Farad Muhammad. Members of his own family didn't even recognize Master Allah in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. All those in Detroit, the first followers, didn't even recognize him. And that's the reason why when Master W.D. Farad Muhammad left, they had and he started teaching that was Almighty God Allah in the person of Master W.D. Farah Muhammad. They had a problem with that, and they threatened his life, ran him all over, chased him all over the country. He didn't run around the country because he was afraid. He ran around the country to preserve the knowledge, wisdom, understanding that he received from the Most High God, who came to person of Master W.D. Farah Muhammad. That's why I was able to get it, because he paid a price for me and all those followers that listened to him and followed his teaching. He ran around the country for 7 years to preserve the knowledge, wisdom, understanding for the Lost Foundation of Islam in America. He did another 5 years, in prison to preserve the knowledge, wisdom, understanding for the Lost Foundation in the wilderness of North America. And all the knowledge, wisdom, understanding that he has, and he taught, and he shared with the people, came direct from the universal Most High God, who came to person of Master W.D. Farah Muhammad. And that's why he made it plain: don't change my teachings, leave my teachings alone, because his teachings is direct from the universal Most High God, Allah. Assalamu alaikum. Happy birthday, my dear spiritual father, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who always lived, and he lives in me. Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, beautiful. Shout out to Brother Sarnetta. He said, teach elder.
Sarnetta, how you doing? How's everything? Keep up the good work. And there's one thing I'm going to give credit to Sarnetta. He was the one that laid the foundation for all you other gods out there can have a platform so you can make your knowledge born. So as long as you live, always show respect to Sarnetta, Black News 102, and never leave out Baba TV every time fire. He's a God walking side by side with Sarnetta. Peace. You like that, huh? Hey, can I see it? It's gonna be on? Okay. Yeah, get all that.